Stay there. You're now turned over to camp guards. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. You are in a camp. You must realize it.
Heart disease is on the rise. Clogged arteries, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol levels may not be fully detected by you, but the symptoms are there. Loss of energy, blood sugar spikes and drops, poor circulation, and irregular heartbeat are just a few of these that can alert you that something is wrong. Hear how Heart and Body Extract is making a difference in thousands of people's lives across America.
My blood pressure has normalized. My diabetes has totally improved.
Everyone is telling me now how much healthier I look, and I'm telling everyone how much healthier I feel. I recommend Heart and Body Extract to everyone.
Anybody over 40 in the North American continent should be using this product as a preventative to keep their cardiovascular system healthy.
Order your 2-month supply today by calling 866-295-5305. That's 866-295-5305. Or order online, hbextract.com. Heart and Body Extract, 866-295-5305 or hbextract.com.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
May I have everybody's attention, please? I've come with a message of information. 9/11 was an inside job.
Do you like being a puppet, sir? Do you like being a puppet for the New World Order?
How do the American people know that 9/11 was staged, wasn't engineered by you, David Rockefeller, the Trilateral Commission, the CFR?
Please sit down and shut up. The day that we stop asking questions is the day that we have allowed the seeds of despotism to grow at our own door.
7 years after the attacks of September 11th, a global awakening has taken place.
An inside job? How dare you?
If you know that there's treason going on, you can be held accountable for treason yourself.
All hell is breaking loose on 6th Avenue.
And if the government has not told the truth, in 5 years we will be here on the 10th anniversary of 9/11.
Truth Rising. Download the film at prisonplanet.tv right now or get the DVD at infowars.com. It's now time to take the revolution to the next level.
The new multipolar inline and portable water system new from hempusa.org. Now you can restructure and degas your water supply from any source, rendering chemicals harmless to the human body by polarizing the molecular structure. Imagine a softer, smoother water with increased oxygen that helps the nervous system and brain. There are no filters to buy, and it can be taken anywhere, making it our #1 new product from hempusa.org. This water system will descale all piping, hot water heaters, and appliances due to heavy buildup of hard minerals. Detoxification may result with restructured water by easily entering the fine capillaries of the human body by dissolving stones and toxins. With extreme positive effects on plants, vegetables, and fruits, improve taste, color, size, and yield with approximately 30% less water usage. There are multiple sizes also available for farms and commercial use. Visit hempusa.org or call 908-691-2608. That's 908-691-2608.
All right, let's go back to sophomore student Robert Wanek in a federal re-education camp in Minnesota. By the way, you think I'm joking. Judge Jean Muir, the family court judge that has a building named after her while she's a sitting judge, giant sprawling youth complex, when the children are late to class, they're going after the good kids, they trick the parents into portable buildings that are supposed courts. None of their rights are told, no jury, no nothing, and they scream at them. This is on the news. They're proud of it. Sign the form. Admit you're on probation for truancy when being late to class wasn't truancy under state law. They've been sued over it. They don't care. Then the children are now on probation Now, for no reason, they can get deeper in the system. This is all about institutionalizing you, getting you on Ritalin, Prozac, getting you on welfare. When you get your child, they advertise like it's for everybody. The Head Start program, they have it in all the Western countries under Secure Start, Safe Start, Head Start. You get 3 CPS visits a year. You're actually then listed as a ward of the state and incompetent because you're taking government money. This is the total control. You understand, folks, I'm not lying. You can pull up these articles. Mainstream news, where they say it's good that they unannounced come in with guns and do drills and terrorize children and training them to be helpless, training them to go to FEMA camps. All right, so continue. Assaults are allowed, everything's allowed in the FEMA camp because that child, believes 9/11 is an Al-Qaeda job. You, on the other hand, have been told you're being watched. You're told get out of the class because you reported the assault on the student. Please continue.
So then I comply, not being disrespectful. I just comply, and I'm told to go to the main office. Keep in mind that this is 3 p.m., and school gets out at 3:18, so there's only 18 minutes left of school. They then go on, and they're kind of taunting me, saying, oh, you got a detention now. And I said, for what? And they go, well, how about for disrespect? And I said, disrespect? I was just talking, and I wasn't listened to. And then they said, you know what, you're going to have to be quiet. And I said, if you can please state why I'm getting a detention, then I'll be quiet. Then that really made them mad. They sent me into a solitary confinement type of room, a room with 3 or 4 chairs, 1 middle table, and this is what they do. They give kids in-school suspension if they speak out, and if you miss a detention for any reason, even if it's legitimate, if you can't go to an after-school detention, you get sat for the whole 8 hours of the school day in this solitary confinement room.
Well, that's why in the Soviet Union they had 12-hour class days, admittedly, to break up the family and get full government control. Now we're moving to a 10-hour, 12-hour work day. They tell the children, they tell the parents, keep your children in school. We'll take care of them. We have after-school programs. Again, making that the center of the community. Now continue. The police came.
Yes. As I was in the solitary confinement room, they just kept going on, saying that, he's a bad kid. He's disrespectful, just talking to themselves. And I said, I'd like
trying to get you to speak up so they can go after you.
Yes. So then I said, I'd like an opportunity to defend myself. You can't talk. I mean, why would you talk in an indoctrination camp? And then I said, you know what the First Amendment is? I have free speech too. And there they go. How dare you have a kid that knows his rights?
By the way, a California court ruled 3 months ago that parents do not have their children and that the state is in control of all children in California. And of course, it's totally criminal. They're not, but go ahead.
Yeah, they were really on edge after I mentioned my rights. And then they said, well, we'll just call law enforcement. Keep in mind, this was when there was about 10 minutes left in the school day.
Listen, they're arresting parents in Houston if their children don't finish their homework. Doesn't matter if it's all just made up. Go ahead.
And then the bell rings at 3:18. No police there. I said, you know what, I'm leaving. A school official tries to physically stop me. He blocks the door and says, it'd be in your best interest to stay. And I said, I know my rights. I didn't violate rules. Using the First Amendment's not a rule, or not against the rules, even though you'd like it to be. I tried to leave. I got right by the exit door when a police officer came down the hallway. Policewoman. She goes, come to the office right now. And I said, I don't consent to any conversation with you. She said, you don't have to. I'll just handcuff you. I said, for what? Tampering with an investigation. So I went to the office with her. They detained me. Call my parents. They didn't call my parents in any way. They just detained me, and a friend had to go tell my parents who were sitting outside that I was in there after about my rights.
Oh, that's another scam. They like to detain the children, and then if parents don't pick their children up within 15 minutes with small children, they then CPS them, claiming that they endangered the child or were negligent, that they neglected them. Please continue.
Yeah, they thought my parents were going to side with them and, say, hey, this kid's disrespectful. He's out of line. You got to punish him. My parents basically said, no way. You're acting fascist. You can't take away students' rights. And we're proud of our son for standing up for free speech. And you called the police state in. My son's not going to let you usher in the police state. And we just left. We walked out of there.
Now, I want to hear about some of the other things that have happened since then and how they're horning in on you now and how we can counter-strike at the enemy operation peacefully with the First Amendment. We need to have you and a few of your friends get together. We need to send you a couple hundred of DVDs of mine to hand out to